Alright guys, so we left this morning and headed for Rockabilly Ruckus here in Ohio. We came last year. It's just an amazing event. A lot of everything really, but a lot of hot rod, rat rod stuff, old school race cars, old motorcycles. Like, it's a cool place. Like, anything 79 and below is not even allowed through the gate, so it's not new stuff, it's all old stuff, and it's Rockabilly Ruckus, so that's the whole theme of this place. And it's just amazing. We were here last year, first time we ever came, and I'll probably never miss another one. It's really close to us. We're, I think, an hour, 45 minutes, maybe 2 hours away from it, and it's awesome. It is awesome. Actually, Johnny Ringo was supposed to be at this event, and I didn't make it, So next year we'll have it here, but Johnny Ringo would fit in here like you wouldn't believe. So we are sitting here waiting in line. Gates open at 12. I think it's like a quarter till. So we hauled the wagon up. The wife has the wagon waiting in line. Me and my boy Hank right here. He's just hunting for the AC. We're in the motorhome. We're waiting in line, and mom and dad's behind us. So my mom and dad have never been here, and my mom and dad have a 32 coupe, Ford, and it's a beautiful car. But he didn't bring it. They just brought themselves in their camper, so they're gonna hang out all weekend. They wanted to see what it was all about, so they're here too. But just hanging out and waiting for right now. Then we'll go get camp set up and we'll get running around. They do they have a dirt oval track here, and they let you run your old cars on this dirt track for 2 days straight. Friday and Saturday, all day long. There'll be dirt track guys out there. Anything from bone stock wagons or Chevelles or Impalas or old ratty Ford trucks or Chevy trucks, everything. And then they'll have some vintage race cars too that come out here and run around. So it's a really cool deal. And then tomorrow, I think at 5 o'clock, they have a burnout competition. And we were here last year for it, and it was impressive. We are going to enter the wagon in it. I'm having a little tough time getting the front brakes to hold real well on the wagon. When I start building boost, I lose my power brakes, so then it just kind of wants to roll the front tires, and we can't hold it very well. But either way, we're going to give it a shot, and hopefully we can control the spin. And I don't, when it starts spinning, I want to be able to hold it back so we can make a bunch of smoke and burn for a while. If not, then you run out of burn pad, you got to stop. So we're going to try it. Eventually I want to put disc brakes on the front of that thing. I just haven't had time to do it yet, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, that's where we're at right now, waiting in line. So when we get in there, we'll get some more videos of some cool stuff. And this is a great event. It's awesome. So I'll show you some cool stuff. And there's rat rods like you don't typically see. I mean, it's pretty impressive. So anyway, I'm gonna sit here and wait for this gate to open up. All right guys, so we made it to Rockabilly. We got everything parked, the camper's all parked, and we're here. As always, it doesn't disappoint. I mean, it's Friday, so there's not near as many people here on Friday, but still, just all kinds of cool stuff. This is Rockabilly. I mean, this is what it's about here. Like I said, Friday, so a lot of people work and they come in on Saturday and Sunday, but still a ton of stuff here today. There is the dirt track is back here, way back in the background. You probably can't see it, but we got cars stacked back here all over the place. Cool old Chevy gasser, looks to be about a 50, 51. Yeah, pretty wild. Just everything. You see everything here. This is my thing right here. Something that somebody has just built themselves out of whatever they could find. Check out the steering wheel on this thing. That's just wild. So anyway, we're here. We're gonna look around a little bit. We'll get some video and then get some video of the dirt track and stuff going here in a little bit. So we kind of got a late start. Took us a while to get the camper and stuff set up. So we're rolling now. There's what's cool about Rockabilly, man. You never know what you're gonna see here. You know, from old school bikes to whatever kind of hot rod you can think of, or rat rod, whatever it is. Crazy. Alright guys, so we're here at Rockabilly Saturday. Friday was cool, you know, not as many cars, but there were still a lot of cool cars here yesterday. But today, woo-wee, it's packed. I mean, it is packed. So, you know, I'll give you an idea. Cars as far as you can see, and it's all stuff like old hot rod Model A to a beautiful, I'm not sure, 55, 56 Chevy. It's an old panel truck. I mean, a little bit of everything, but mostly, you know, stuff around here is you know, hot rod, rat rod oriented, I guess like old school stuff, you know. It's called Rockabilly, so it kind of explains it. So just awesome. We're beautiful weather today and no rain. It's gonna be a little warm today, but it's all right, it's worth it. It's just pretty amazing cars, just my kind of stuff, you know. If this is what you're into, then you should absolutely try to hit this show if you're anywhere near Ohio. It's just awesome. You know, I'd say 80% of these cars here are something custom that somebody's built, somebody's put their own touch on, you know, just like we do at the shop. And that's why I like it, you know. Pretty wild. So anyway, that's what we're doing. We're gonna walk around, we'll show you some cool cars today, and then like I said, we're signed up for the burnout contest at 5 o'clock, I believe. Right now I think it's about 10:30, maybe 11. So around 5 we'll line up for the burnout and see what the old wagon will do. But right now, just walking around looking at all the cool stuff. I don't know if you can see in the background, they're out on the dirt track racing the oval, just playing, you know. I think you pay 20 bucks and you run all day long. See a truck going around there. We'll get a little closer video of that later, but all day they do this. So anyway, I'm gonna go check out some cars. All right, so this is 30 or 31 model A, just like Johnny Ringo were building. This guy is actually local to me, and I see him at a lot of car shows. Super good dude. But check this thing out. It's just a beautiful classic hot rod. I mean, it's just kind of laid out perfect. You know, it's nothing fancy. It is just a classic hot rod. I love this car. It's absolutely one of my favorites around the area. You know, I just like the look. You know, it looks like it came straight out of the 60s. And just a great setup. He snubbed the frame on the front and shortened it back so the grill kind of protrudes out, and it was just a good setup. You know, put some lights down the front of the frame rail for turn signals and stuff, and looks awesome. So, cool car. Cool old banger car. This thing's pretty awesome. Thing's pretty wild, right? Yeah, if you've watched us very long, then you know this is the kind of stuff we like. I mean, here's a reference point. Waist high, roof line. So we've talked about it before, but that's where Johnny Ringo is going to sit. Right at waist high, about 39 inches. And that's exactly where that car is at. So, pretty wild deal. I like stuff like that. You don't see that very often, but that one's extreme. Like, it's bad. Somebody put a lot of time and effort in that one. Cool ride. So this is really cool. Check out these trunk lid hinges. This is a great idea. Like, I've never even thought of this, but it looks amazing on there. It kind of makes it look like an old trunk, you know, and it's kind of got that feel to it. Check it out. Look at this. Right there, just little stuff like that is what makes everybody's car unique. So once again, this is exactly what I love about this place. see something different, someone try to do something a little different than everybody else, and that's always our goal. So really cool.
Yep. I've been taking a few hot dogs left and it's a deal. Good life master. She learned how to swim in the river and my thinking is they can swim here. They can swim anywhere they go in life. The ocean, any river, any lake. But you're in the lake. The current's a little different. They teach them the theory still.
use lime lock on that.